Good morning, everyone. I am coming to you from Colorado. I'm walking into town right now, and I'm sitting with some stuff that happened last night at Circling Lab. I kind of walked in a little bit flustered to Circling Lab and just immediately was triggered by various things in the atmosphere around, like, feeling like jarred by people being like, hi, 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 hi. And I was just not in a place for that at the time. And kind of set me off into this space of like a lot of grief that I haven't felt in a long time, if like ever let myself feel. And what came up was this like huge chunk of my life, like 10 years of my life that I really like blocked out. And I feel like a little bit like shy saying this right now, like, oh, don't want to talk about it, but it's real. So like, yeah, in deep reflection of my adolescence years, was reminded through a story that I would come home every day from middle school, and I mean 4th grade, 5th grade, middle school, all the way through high school, to be honest, and would feel this deep sense of loneliness and that no one understood me and no one was there for me. Like, honestly, even to the degree that like I had boyfriends that I felt like all my attention was just going to them. I had no capacity for myself. And I always felt like an outsider. I never felt like, I just like never felt like really landed anywhere. And I know I did it to myself too. Like totally like shut people out. Didn't give people the opportunity to really get to know how deeply I was suffering. And yeah, I just realized that in reflection of someone being with me in my like sadness last night, of like the magnitude of loneliness that I once felt, like still to this day, like feel sometimes. And just like all those years, like 10 years of my life, just really heavily lonely. Like, didn't even have the capacity or tools to know what self-reflection was to any degree. Like, I did tons of writing. Like, looking back on my journals is kind of like I'm laughing, but it's like I'm actually, like, it's a sad thing. And I just like wished anyone in my recollection would have been like, hey, how are you? And if I said I'm fine, like, are you actually fine? Or is that just a cover-up? Because it was always a cover-up. I was never fine. I've like said I'm fine so many times that I like know how to play this I'm fine mask, which is like, oh, I don't like it. I don't like that I've been able to do that. You know, like someone was saying last night, or Ria was saying last night, humans are so sensitive and we're extremely resilient, and that fits. I'm like one of the most sensitive people, like whether it's sensitive to your emotions, sensitive to your energy, sensitive to environments, like I'm sensitive to all of it. And I've also not allowed myself the capacity to feel all of that. So just been in this like sweet space of like, half of me is like, ew, don't share this shit, like no one wants to hear this. And then there's this other part of me that doesn't really give a fuck and just wants to express what's internal right now, what's here, and be okay with it, like welcome it, sit with it, make friends with it. It's just a part of me that hasn't been seen for a really long time, and you know, I just want to let it out and love it for what it did for me, how it offered something to my life. So yeah, I noticed like talking to this camera is just like, what the like, I don't want to do this, and I'm making myself in service of deeper connection and with myself and with other people. And like, yeah, I don't have it all together, like, nope. And I'm not fine sometimes, and that's okay. And I want that for you too. Like, it's all good, everything's okay, and all of it's welcome. So I hope you're having a great day, and we'll talk soon.